but how they won it was not a very clean fight.
Yep, and yeah, we're going to the next game. Team Smurf will be playing for all the games from now on. Then let's see which team they're gonna face up against.
They'll be playing against
Check the schedule here. Speed team.
Gui and Gullible.
They're gonna play against 3G, Gui-llible, Grunts, and
3G. We saw them earlier. John Smith, very flexible on each role. Can play tank, can play heal, can play DPS. Pretty surprising. Bastion, the one trick Symmetra.
Yep.
Symmetra main. J King, pretty good on the Zarya, Cyber also as well. Nonetheless, I think Speed Boost. Team Smurf would still win this game.
You sure?
And probably.
I might be surprised if they actually lose this out.
Yeah. So Team Smurf would win.
As in, you won't be surprised that Team Smurf might lose actually, given the conditions of what just happened in this game. They might be.
Actually, that's true.
Yeah, and going consecutive games, it's actually very tiring for them.
Considering Team Speed Boost was actually is the lowest ranking.
Yeah, they actually lost all their games at the moment.
But they still came out pretty, like they put up a huge fight against Team Smurf.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if
they dropped the game,
yeah.
right? So yeah, let's see how John Smith and gang, or rather Gui-an and gang.
Gullible Grunts.
Yep, his
GGG.
is gonna handle Team Smurf.
Piriton.
Piroton? I don't know.
He
was DPS.
He's DPS. Yeah.
Usually see him on a soldier.
Yeah.
Quite effective, staying alive, taking out the essential targets.
He's pretty. I think he was one of the more notable players.
Yep.
Other than John Smith.
Other than John Smith.
And infamous Bastion.
Their team seems to be quite stable. With John Smith and Piroton leading the damage, and then Bastion just going for the meme play with the smasher, or some random character. Sometimes he goes Zenyatta, which was helpful, but
yeah,
essentially he contributes his part.
Yeah. The only thing that's lacking is in the heal department, mainly because Bastion is playing the Symmetra, so they only have they have no choice but to run one heal, which is the Mercy. And we talked about this earlier, but that Mercy can only heal one target, and if it's two tanks, and they also mainly play two main tanks, which is pretty strange. So they don't have enough heal for everyone, which might be difficult against Team Smurf because they like to play things like Pharah, and they like to dive, and they like to kill people.
Yeah, and Symmetra is not going to be effective against them.
Yeah. If they are playing to win, Bastion should play something like Zenyatta or Ana.
Yep, and then with Zenyatta, he can discard the Pharah, and Piroton actually can use his soldier to clean up. It's really quite effective because 50% more damage.
Yeah, 50% more damage, and it's actually a lot of more damage, especially when you like Visor and it just aim locks.
Yes,
to the
yeah,
Pharah.
Visor essentially the aim hacks, just cleans out those squishies, especially with the Zenyatta.
Yeah, to Zenyatta Discord Orb. But depends on if they want to play to win.
Or they are playing for the lols.
For the memes.
Yeah, let's see if the meme's gonna be played here. On defensive, maybe it
okay.
might be effective,
Yeah,
but
offense, yeah,
Wukong and Noob Kenneth, they tend to play the DPS roles. Noob Kenneth always goes for Junkrat, I believe.
Yeah, Noob Kenneth.
Very comfortable on his Junkrat. Lance
3.5k Junkrat main.
Yeah,
but it seems like he's only comfortable on the Junkrat,
yeah.
which is the downside of the one trick.
Yeah, and we've seen him pull out his Ana. Some effectiveness there, but not as effective as Hyperwave on Ana.
Hyperwave's nades on the first fight in King's Row.
Yep.
Were pretty huge nades, I would say, and his sleep darts were on point. Not like he didn't cancel any crucial ultimates, but like things like charge, or just jumping in. Pretty easy targets, I would say.
Yeah, you're ready.
But nonetheless, it's essential. going to Numbani. So Numbani
Right.
teams like to run.
What country is it in, actually?
Numbani is in South Africa.
South Africa? Yeah, South Africa.
South Africa. Numbani, very interesting map, I would say. For the offensive side, a lot of point of entries. I think so far there's like 3 or 4 entries. Pros like to run a Lucio, so that they can reach these entries very fast. For the offensive side, they like to run dive, so mainly a monkey, a Winston, and a diva.
Yeah, contest for high ground on this
Yeah,
map is
contest the
very
high
special.
ground. Yeah,
Especially the first part, actually.
yeah, because the first point is essentially surrounded by high ground, so you have to take control of the high ground to match with the defensive side. I've seen some people on the defensive side running like a Torbjorn, Orisa kind of thing, which might be more advantageous to Gui-llible Grunts since they like to run the Torbjorn and the Orisa combo.
Yep.
Seems like we're gonna start soon. I think. Not sure.
Oh, there's a toilet break, actually.
Oh, there's a toilet break, so
Yeah.
you can come back after a few minutes.
Ninja happy on the Smurf side. It's just hasn't been showing up, but he's pretty comfortable where he is, I feel.
I think Team Smurf in general is
Pretty decent synergy. Just that I think they were quite confused just now.
I think like they should have done more individually, which is something that is lacking, I would say. Like they could have rolled them over, but they didn't.
Traveling to Numbani.
Live at Numbani, and yeah, Numbani first time played today, and was it picked by? No, it's not. We are not sure who
Picked by
whoever.
I think it's coin flip.
Whoever won the coin toss, and yeah, it's a hybrid map, so you have to get the first control point first, and then the payload will come out, and let's.
Bastion
There'll be a
on,
payload part.
Bastion on Symmetra. Once
Yep.
again.
So Bastion
Seems like they're ready to
gotta
lose.
play Symmetra here. Always ready for the memes. Cyber on Junkrat. John Smith on his signature Farah. And Puriton choosing to use the Roadhog instead of his soldier.
Team composition wise,
Um,
there's no shield at all.
there's no shield. Once again, the Diva is gonna be very very happy. Ninja
Yeah.
happy. Ninja nappy.
Defense wise, you would want to have a lot of shield, mainly because you have to go through a lot of chokes, and then you can almost guarantee that the other side will have a Junkrat. Just like Noob Cannon.
Yep. So
Yeah.
Junkrat is just gonna help
That's-
them get through the chokes,
yeah.
and with no shielding, the damage all goes to the people. And
Unless like Puriton lands a hook
yes,
and 2 Junkrat, but then highly unlikely.
you need the miracle hook from Puriton this game, I guess. John Smith is gonna.
But
Let's
essentially,
see how effective John Smith is gonna be on the Farah.
essentially what you want to do with this team competition is that you want to hook someone, then you want
Burst
them
him
to back
down?
off.
Yeah.
So because you have to kill the one person.
Yeah, but if you hook the tank, you might not burst him fast enough here.
Well, you have a Junkrat and the Pharah, so I think it should be okay. They come from the main.
And yeah, Team Smurf decides to go through the middle road instead of contesting the high ground. And the whole team of 3G, they're just gonna jump down, and yeah, Puriton gets a hook on the monkey and gets him dead.
So that's what I said. I think Puriton got a hook first, and they started the fight 5v6, and then everyone wanted to run, but then the Junkrat was killing everyone else.
Yeah, and although Hyperwave already has it out right now, actually, he might prove to be quite.
Yeah, the problem is that he has no one to nano.
And Bastion already has laid down his shield generator. Wukong goes down to no idea what, and Luke kind of gets killed by Bastion. Rather Symmetra. You usually see players shooting big balls instead of the small ones.
Yeah.
The big beams.
Because that's more damage.
Yeah, and
Nano comes out.
Nano comes out from the and it's gonna be on Monkey. Bam Bam Blake.
So John Smith is Symmetra killing everyone else.
Yep, John Smith having free rain on the in the sky. Monkey here soaking up free damage from the Pharah, and he goes down to Cyber.
I'm surprised.
Yeah, the
Team Smurf is not acting like a Smurf.
Yeah, they
just like
are you smurfing again? No, I guess not.
They're like silver, silver gold.
Team Silver?
Yeah, I think you can say that.
Secure the objective.
They might want to change their name soon. And no cannot comes out with the tire. Let's see how effective it's gonna be.
They have to know where it's coming from. I don't think they're gonna miss
And
it.
Zara uses her out here right on the point, not catching anyone.
no,
Luke cannot gets to, Diva gets to, no shielding from
No
3G.
shield from 3G.
Yep, and that's the punishment.
That's gonna be the checkpoint.
You're gonna get punishment if you don't have any shields.
They weren't looking out for the tire. That's the problem. They should have shot the tire altogether.
So Wukong is here just holding back the team so that they don't get a push, but make sure that he doesn't lose his life here. We have 3 outs coming out from the 3G team. I don't know why Bastion still doesn't want to switch off from his Symmetra, but I guess he loves it a lot.
Nice effect.
Yeah, but Wukong still goes down to the Symmetra beam.
They can hold they can hold his choke.
No defect is gonna get through that Symmetra beam. And you see Bastion getting very greedy here, going out into their spawn. What? Was that lag? But oh well, he gets the Diva there. Monkey tries to get away, stays alive. Bam Bam leg.
They can just hold this choke forever.
And Roadhog gets a hook on Monkey. And
It goes down. It's staggered.
yep, and they get staggered right here.
The question is a bit the Symmetra playing a bit too forward. They should move a bit back.
I guess he has no worries as long as he has his shield gen with him. There's more health this way.
Sentry placement.
Looks like Luke cannot decides to call his Pharah. And we haven't seen him play Pharah much actually. Usually it will be Wukong playing Pharah instead.
Yeah.
And you see the Junkrat tire taking out the other Junkrat. Bam Bam Blake decided to forgo his tank role, choosing to go for his.
A problem. The reason why, yeah, they don't have a shield. They need the Reinhardt.
And Symmetra is gonna go down here, being so aggressive. No point going to the other end of the of his spawn point. And we see the Nano coming out onto Bam Bam Blake. He's gonna keep swinging. Wukong goes down to the Junkrat. He's just gonna get a little bit of push onto the payload. Not very effective there. And Bam Bam Blake gets hooked once again. We see Puriton getting quite a decent bit of hooks in this game. Let's see if he can hook the Mercy.
Oh, he misses the hook.
He's causing quite a bit of mess on the opponent's team.
This actually
He's
pretty
purple right now. He's very low right now. And Wukong takes him out.
The grab, no follow up.
Yep, and John Smith out and
Oh, he gets.
no cannon out. Oh Who ulted? Both of them.
Nuke can ulted.
Both of them.
Ultimate is ready. Let's do this.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, quite wasteful, but nonetheless, they're
John
getting
Smith should have just didn't ulti because the grab was ending when he was ulting, and the D.Va just ran to his face.
Yep, so D.Va effective way of countering the it's a very effective way of countering far out. You can just defense matrix, hit everything, and then just fly into her, make her eat her own damage. So very effective.
Earth Shatter comes out.
Earth Shatter comes out from Bam Bam Blake, gets nanoed, tries to go for the back line, and they get almost a team kill. Yeah, the team kill is gonna come out here. The stagger actually. Hyper Wave goes down though. It gets rest by Mercy.
This is actually problematic just because they don't have a shield.
Yep. They really need the shield for
a
a tank.
Reinhardt or a Monkey would be nice.
Yeah, if Puriton or one of the tanks go for shield, Puriton actually takes down Wukong here. And Cyber should wait for the reveal, takes down the Ana. Nuke kind of takes down the shield generator. But Nuke kind of has free reign behind them. Just cleaning out the back line. There's no hit scan on.
No D.Va, no shield,
No hit scan.
no hit scan.
Nothing to counter.
This is
They should be playing counters instead of trying to.
Bastion comes out with a Zen, still dies.
Yeah, it was what we talked about just now. Bastion play on Zen, but too late, man.
Too late, really late.
Okay, no cannon trying to take down the Mercy.
Nice barricade.
One body shot, one punch. No punches for you. Cyber takes Noob Cannon down for being too low, too near the ground.
Can you use a tire?
He might want to out here. There's a counter out tire as well from the other
Nice
team.
tire.
Takes out 4 players. It's gonna be huge. It's gonna hold a point for them. There's only 60 seconds.
Yep,
Probably
yep,
one
they
last
have to
push
second
from
the
Team
jump
Smurf.
Joker goes down.
Yeah, John Smith takes down the Junkrat actually. So it's probably gonna be a one last push from Team Smurf.
Yeah, they can do this because they have the Rhine or Shadow soon and the Nano. They can just Nano the Reinhardt.
Actually, that was quite careless from Team Smurf, letting the Junkrat just run away.
The Rhine
here.
dies though.
Yep, the Ryan Bam Bam Blake dies here.
Probably gonna rest.
They're gonna be quite a struggle for them. Will they get a rest here?
They have 4 ultimates.
Yes, they're 4 ultimates. Well,
Valkyrie.
Team 3G doesn't have any at all.
3G has to watch out for the self-destruct because they have no shield.
Yep, so if the self-destruct comes in, it's gonna be quite effective. Emma now comes out. D.Va bomb comes out. It's gonna take out only Mercy. They still can hold out this fight. Anyone on the point? No one. And the point is being contested right now.
Oh no. Where's the oh no.
And Team Smurf manages to
I think they're gonna
hold
get the cap, that's the cap.
and gets the cap here on the overtime.
The Mercy died to self-destruct.
Yep, the Mercy died too early to a self-destruct, so she couldn't get out.
Overall, Team Smurf should have rolled over them.
No, I guess not. Like I said just now, it wasn't. It's not a sure win.
They took too long to swap to a Reinhardt in the second point.
You mean swap off the Reinhardt?
They went Monkey,
Yeah.
and then they swapped to Reinhardt.
Now, Bam Bam Lake is really effective on his Reinhardt, from his usual plays. He's
John Smith
say-
realizing that he needs a Reinhardt, he hovered Reinhardt.
Yep, he's hovering Ryan and yeah, decide that he needs a Reinhardt as well. From the team composition of defenders,
Quite weird. I
it's
would
a
say.
weird composition.
I guess
once
it's
again.
okay. It's not bad.
Yeah, you have the Ana healing the 2 tanks, which is the heavy tanks.
Then the Farah and the Mercy would
Yeah,
be
the
just
pharmacy, the
fine.
usual combo. John Smith actually choosing to go for D.Va here.
I think they know that the Farah will be coming out.
Yeah, and it's pretty good counter to Farah.
We must focus our attack upon the objective.
Bastion goes for the
Bastion stops playing his mean plays, not playing Bastion, not playing Symmetra.
finally realizing that he's completely useless.
Yep, so he's challenging Hyper Wave in his Ana. Let's see whether it'll be effective here.
Good stuff, I guess. He realizes that his team lacks heals. I think that's the main reason why Triple G lost the last fight, because they only had 1 healer. As
Yep.
I keep saying, but Having one healer makes a lot of difference. Having two.
Okay, Puriton on the Junkrat this time. It's quite weird that they choose to use double
Double
projectile and semi-projectile actually. Junkrat I don't consider a projectile. And no
goes
cannot
down.
just blast out Anna from the floor. Yeah, Team Smurf holding this high ground effectively here.
They have to
Backing off
they
when
have to
they
heal the Anna.
require it.
They cannot go through red point. They have to go under.
Yeah, if
But
they
they're all going there in different places.
they have to coordinate. Yeah, if they are too uncoordinated like now, it's gonna be quite a difficult challenge for them. And
They're gonna
yeah,
die.
Proton is gonna
Is it
get
spot?
hit by Noob Kenneth, gets hunt down
Oh
by him.
no!
And Noob
Noob
Kenneth
Kenneth
carelessly just goes into the
Oh no.
Wukong!
Get headshot.
Wow! With his clean shots onto Cyber. There's Team 3G is still not handling the
The turret.
turret effectively here. Yep. If you go below turret, you can't deal with that.
The Zarya has to get the grab by charging off Zarya Diva.
Yep, he's doing that quite effectively now. They actually have to kill that Anna, which is
Orisa
gonna be
goes down.
quite effective. Oh, John Smith laying down.
They have to back off. They just have to back off.
Yep, the attackers have to back off.
They
here.
need the monkey. They need the Winston.
Winston? Do you think they need Winston?
Yeah.
It's gonna die quite fast
The
though.
Zarya is not needed. It's the Winston that's needed.
My
Oh,
ultimate
John
Oh,
Smith.
John Smith decides to use Soldier. I guess that's the
focus on
counter
attack on
to
the objective.
Noob Kenneth's Farah.
Someone else going there. Okay, I see.
Okay, Cyber going for Ryan.
Protect the innocent.
We see him playing the tank more often than
Bastion
John Smith.
going once again for the meme picks.
He
Symmetra.
just slacks the
Focus on
comfort of
attack
his
on the
Symmetra, I guess.
objective.
I guess they realized they.
Yeah, and we have to wheel for Puriton, so we might see it coming effectively here. Going behind the team to see if it's gonna catch anyone out. Alright, it's gonna go behind and see if he can go for the turret area actually. Yep, he's gonna go for it and
Won't take the
expected
turret.
from
Yeah,
Team Smurf
expected.
and very good counter from
Okay,
them.
charge.
Only get
Oh, he doesn't.
and Dazara manages to catch two, but Noob Kenneth goes for the
Nano.
counter barrage with a nano from Anna. No answer to the noob to Farah here. Cyber actually charges Diva out the other way, causing himself to die.
What should have happened is they should have went under to the back, then try to contest
High ground?
this high ground over there.
Yeah. So
And then
what they
and then
have done
the
is
the tire should have come out so they use the fight as a distraction for the tire.
yep. So you go out here and you go behind as a
My
team.
ultimate is almost ready.
Yeah.
what
And
you
then
can
they should
do-
fight here, and then the tire should have come out.
You fight here, you chase the enemy off the point, get them under, and you effectively can start claiming the point after that. The Diva below or something. So yeah, let's see if Team 3G will be able to see this.
I think it's gonna be the last fight.
Yeah, most likely this will be the last fight. 30 seconds left. They have to push the point quite
They're
soon.
waiting for the Earth Shatter.
Yeah, he's gonna get himself Shadow right quite soon.
They should just try it.
And Orisa is quite low right now. Oh,
what the-
it doesn't.
what?
It gets stopped right there by Orisa. And Diva Bomb gets 3 because Ryan was ineffectively shooting his team. That should be the end of the fight right here.
What was that, bro?
And John Smith goes down, unable to
Okay.
fight it. And yeah, Team Smurf holds the point.
Much cleaner game compared to before.
Yeah, it looks like Team Smurf is
Actually,
getting more comfortable into the game right now. I think first game warm up for them.
They're actually smurfing.
Yeah, they're finally actually smurfing. Yeah, but looks like Cyber steals the game here.
And the last one, defense.
Yeah, at this
High
point,
ground.
actually, Team Smurf could have watched out for him and chased him instead
Yeah.
of letting him run in. And
It's.
pretty good play from 3G, but
I think
ineffective to counter the play from Team Smurf.
the inflexibility of Bastion and others, they don't know how to play against Torbjorn,
Yes.
which was the problem. And that
You have to
entire
counter the
fight.
Torbjorn first, destroy that turret that's quite pesky, and yeah, push the Orisa out of her little corner.
Yeah.